Um, Hi, fellow polar bears. I know this is kind of a day early, but if I don't do this now, it's not going to get done. I've had a couple of rough days. Something just kind of snapped. I feel like I've punched right back in to a place I don't like. It's hard to explain. I feel like my body is covered in exposed nerves, and I feel raw, and I feel twitchy, and I just feel jittery. I feel sad. I feel frustrated. I feel lonely. It's kind of that feeling where, best way I can explain it is the scene in Star Wars where Luke and Han and Leia are stuck in the trash compactor on whatever ship they're on, and the walls are closing, and you have that beast below your feet. And I feel like I'm pressing my hands on those walls and trying to ignore the beast below my feet. And I want to ignore how this feels. And I want to ignore my impending doom. But it's forcing itself in my face. Kind of had a, I guess it wasn't an argument, it was more like a tiff with my boyfriend, and something just snapped. I feel angry and hurt. Like I said, frustrated. Yesterday was bad. Not quite sure how to explain it, but it's that feeling I get when I'm so overwhelmed with emotion that it feels like my body is being sucked inwards and forced outwards all at the same time. It feels like my heart is being suffocated and pulled down in my chest, while my stomach and my throat feel as if I'm going to hurl. And all I can do is sit, and it's not shaking, it's not twitching, it's rocking. I mean, the best way I can describe it is just endlessly rocking my body, or I can't deal with how I'm feeling. It's too much, and I want it to end. It's the worst feeling of not being able to expel the emotions that I feel. It kind of got to a point where I was just so focused on how much I was hurting physically that I wanted to make it stop in the wrong way. And as those of you who follow me know, I've tried to hang myself in the past. And all I could think was maybe if I put a belt around my neck, it'll make me pass out and this feeling will stop. And probably for a good solid 10 minutes, I sat there debating with myself which belt I was going to use. If I would hang myself from the door, if I was going to put the hook through the loop so it couldn't loosen. I thought how to make it so my boyfriend came home, he wouldn't find me until it was far too late. I thought of falling off the balcony, drowning myself in the tub. I've gotten smart enough now to text my friend that lives across country. He has gone through the same things I've gone through, especially with depression and suicide, and he doesn't freak out as much as my other friends or my family, and I didn't want to text him, but I knew I needed to because I promised him I would. Don't break my promises. And I don't like to talk to people when I'm feeling that way, but I will text. It didn't really calm me down, but it made me feel better knowing that at least someone knew what was going on. When I get like that, I just want to be alone. When I think about killing myself, I think about ways where it'll just be too late and nobody will know, especially here by myself at home. Anyways, where my brain is in those moments is I'm not aware of anything else. I'm solely aware of how I need to die and it has to be done, and how I'm afraid, but I need to do it. And the sense of awaiting relief. I'm ashamed, but just took a knife from the drawer, tried to cut myself. And thank God the knife wasn't sharp enough to do anything, but the pain kind of snapped me out of it. Because it was something else to focus on besides the immense physical and emotional pain and distress. It made me realize that as much as I want to ignore or think that my bipolar is behind me, it's still a very real thing. And I am not prepared to handle taking care of someone else when I'm not taking care of myself. I've been pushing down a lot of emotions because I've told myself that I need to. I need to be strong. I need to be a rock. I need to be understanding. I need to be patient. I'm afraid that if I draw too much attention to this, that it will seem as if I'm trying to make everything about myself, which I feel is selfish. I feel lonely. I don't want to have people to talk to. I forgot how much this hurts. I feel like my brain is dead. Monotone in my entire being. I want to take the Z-Coil in the cabinet and just lay down and let it drift by. I know I need to get a new therapist, but my insurance runs out in October, and I'm not sure setting up with a psychiatrist when my insurance is gonna run out so soon is so smart. I'd rather get new insurance and wait till that's settled to get a therapist so I don't have to uproot all over again within a couple months. I just want life to be settled. I want things to go back to being better. I think sometimes I'm angry at the economy, my job search, and the world in general. And that's where I feel stuck the most. is not being able to have financial needs. Going back to the trash compactor analogy, I feel like on my right I'm trying to press away the thoughts of failure with my lack of career progress, and on my left trying to push away the fact that I'm just not motivated to do better because I feel there is no reward. And the monster at my feet wants to pull me in and end it. And I'm standing in trash in my life. I don't really have much else to say. So I'll just leave it at that. I hope your week is going better. And hopefully mine goes well too. Have a good day.